Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the YouTube station identification of one of New Bedford, Massachusetts resident YouTubers. And I'm here live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control, and I'm not Ken Oberg. God rest his soul. My name is Eric Lima, and you are watching WEML-TV, Channel 77, Episode 197. What's going on, everybody? Today's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th, 2021, 3:08 p.m. How's everyone doing on this fine day? And I hope, hope you guys are having a good day. Well, got out of work not too long ago. Went to go order some Buffalo Wild Wings. Man, those Buffalo Wings, they really can give you a good kick in the pants. Now, a lot of people have been, there's some folks out there have been asking about this mic, and if you would like to get a mic like this, and whoever needs a mic, just ask for it in the comments, and what I'll do is I'll send you a link where you can find the mic, and I'll give you a little bit of hint. It's on Amazon, so it's on Amazon. It's a Tonor TC30 USB condenser microphone. So and this is what the box. I want to let you see the box again. Because a lot of people have been asking about this. This is a huge thing. It works well with YouTube and everything else. Or you can go www.tonormic.com and it's a computer microphone. So it's really good for podcasting and whatnot. So if you want to feel more like a professional YouTuber or podcaster or some sort, oh boy. And I felt like doing a commercial. Get one of these. I always believe that these has worked well for me so far. I've been learning how to adjust sounds and everything else, and playing the Flash games on them, and it's really cool. And I like it. So, and it doesn't cost that much, $30. But unless you want it the next day, it will cost you an extra $10 in shipping and handling. And so let's see what it looks like. Again. This is something else, huh? This is something. And it has the thing on it, and it looks like a professional. I look like a professional. I act like I talk like a professional podcaster. But, anyways, a lot of people seem to like it, and a lot of people have asked me for the link. And if you want the link, I can put it in the description or put it in the comments. So if you want a mic, if you need a mic like this, or you want a mic like this, ask for the link in the comments. I will more than happy to give that to you. Like I said, it's only $30. Unless you want it the next day, then it's an extra 10. If you're not in a hurry, if you want it for free shipping as well. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I like this microphone. This microphone is awesome. I can just sit back and people can still hear me. That's the fun part. So it's really cool. All right. Thought I'd get that out of the way because I know a lot of people have been asking about the mic, which is a cool thing, and and it is an awesome thing. And people say, "Hey, nice mic." I say, "Hey, I got it on Amazon." My friend Kevin Henry had asked for the link, and that's what happened. So, and yeah, $30, not bad. And I told him, I wouldn't normally go to Best Buy, but Best Buy, they were pretty expensive. But I'll give Best Buy a lot of credit. Listen, they've helped me out get a new screen, to get a new freaking. I could have gotten a new screen with the computer as well, but back then, 5 months ago, the screen was working, but then it died off. So, so can we talk about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw? It's the Raw Event Center for May the 3rd, 2021. I've always write down what's going on, not only just matches and who won the matches, but a lot of little details that could be key to the remember, I think we're about a week or two away from Backlash, and so Adam Pearce and Tanya DeVille were talking to MVP about MVP getting upset about Bobby Lashley, but Bobby Lashley says he can beat anybody. McIntyre and Strowman argued. There was a coin flip to see who would face Lashley last night. It was Braun calls Tails. Tails showed up, and so will be Strowman and Lashley tonight. They had a little bit of history. Remember, was it Braun Strowman or Lashley? One of them speared for the LAD. I will never forget that. Oh my goodness! In fact, I think they didn't bleep out Corey Graves at that point, so it was really crazy. So AJ Styles and Omos, the new Raw Tag Team Champions, arrived to talk the universe, and then New Day interrupts them, and then he said, "Hey, we're getting the belts back for the 12th time." They had the Raw Tag Team title match, Styles and Omos against the New Day, but Styles and Omos proved why they have been tag team champions. Dominant force, AJ Styles and Omos. So see, like a Shawn Michaels and Diesel, little thunder and lightning combos. You got the small guy who was fast as lightning. You got the big, powerful, strong guy in Omos. I think they've been holding the belts for quite a while until somebody beats them for it, or they end up splitting up. So I think that, and then Sonya Deville was talking to Charlotte, and we don't know what was going on. Pierce was very upset about that and confronted Deville over that. He said, hey, I think you're overstepping your boundaries here when it comes to power. And I have to agree with Adam Pierce on this one. I mean, Charlotte could have remained suspended for a long time. And a shocking return is going to happen to Monday Night Raw, a little vignette of Eva Marie is going to return to Monday Night Raw. Now, a lot of folks on Twitter not very happy with this at all, and I can understand why. I mean, they let go of Chelsea Green, Mickie James, and the Iconics, who can wrestle, who can fight, and they replaced them with Eva Marie. And a lot of people have been losing. When it comes to the women's division, I think a lot of fans have been very frustrated with Vince McMahon. But but I think there's other people behind the scenes besides Vince that has been calling the shots and whatnot. Because it is hard for Vince to run a $1 billion company with everything else, and they have underlings doing it for him. I believe that I think somebody's sabotaging the women's division either way, Raw or SmackDown, because NXT has been hot in the women's division. But I just hope for everyone's sake out there. I hope for Eva Marie's sake that she can wrestle, she can go. I'm hoping that she's got proper training, because if not, man, I think. And we've seen one of the new NXT, one of the new Performance Center students, Parker Boudreaux. I don't know if she's going to bring him in or not. They was it Paul Heyman touted this Parker Boudreaux as the next Brock Lesnar. So I don't know what the story is with Eva Marie wanting to come out to Evolution. Fans are not very happy about this at all. See Eva Marie return to Monday Night Raw when they let go of 4 women due to budget cuts. And a lot of people are very upset about it. I don't blame them, Eva Marie, it's like, it's cool that she's coming back, but the jury's still out on what she can. I'm personally hoping that she can fight and she can wrestle. If not, then we got problems. So, Eva Marie, beautiful young lady. I think she's married already. I think she is married. I'd be surprised if she's divorced. I mean, but sometimes relationships don't last in wrestling. That's the thing, Or it is crazy, or it can cause a lot of problems in a marriage, with someone outside of wrestling. Like, look at what happened to Corey Graves, case in point. So it was something. So Eva Marie's coming back to Monday Night Raw. So if you want to comment on that, please do. And I'm gonna hold judgment on Eva Marie until she actually gets back into a ring, and so hopefully she's got the proper training. She's got an opportunity to get the WWE Performance Center. Hopefully she's taking in some training. That's what I'm hoping. And if she can wrestle and she can go, hey, fine, respect. If not, hey, whatever, So I think that's going to be very interesting, to say the least. Kayla Braxton, who is filling in for Kevin Patrick, who just became a dad. So congratulations to Kevin Patrick. Him and his wife Maggie gave birth to a little girl, Maisie. I like that, Maisie. What a name. So Kayla Braxton's been filling in for him. And Kayla Braxton was interviewing MVP and Lashley for his matchup against Braun Strowman, and addressed the triple threat match that's going to happen at Backlash. And it seems to me Lashley is determined to show Braun Strowman why he is the champion. I'll tell you one thing right now. And Strowman's been determined. I mean, Strowman has been determined. So, Elias and Jackson Riker, after seeing the New Day get hurt by AJ Styles and Omos, they took this opportunity to get some tomatoes and try to toss them at the New Day. But as they were tossing them at the New Day, they actually hit Randy Orton. I was like, uh-oh. Not good. Elias and Jackson Riker have made a dumb decision. And you know how vicious Orton can really, really be, and violent Orton. And then there's Matt Riddle skating by, hey, Randy. I'm like, oh, boy. So, anyways. And, so I'm like, oh, boy, this is going to be interesting. So, that leads to a tag match later last night. A one-on-one matchup. It's student versus teacher, so to speak. Dana Brooke went one-on-one with Charlotte Flair, and then after a spirited matchup, Charlotte Flair did win the match with the figure eight, but then Charlotte Flair refused to let go of the hold. So Mandy Rose decided to attack Charlotte Flair, and then Sonya Deville arrived at the Thunderdome, and she made a decision to have, after Charlotte Flair complained about not getting a title shot, there's a triple threat match now. It will be a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley and Asuka were not very happy about that. Who can blame them? So, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rhea Ripley and Asuka at WrestleMania Backlash to double team Charlotte Flair, teach her a lesson. I'm hoping that's the case. All three women decided to brawl, but Asuka remained standing in the middle of the ring. So, and Kayla Braxton continued her interviewing duties with Humberto Carrillo, who says he wants the United States title. He wants Sheamus again. He's not going to give up. But Sheamus was ready for him, blindsiding him from behind. And then he says, "I don't think you're going to answer my open challenge, buddy." So, anyways, Miz and Morrison arrived at the Thunderdome, started being upset about what happened last week and tomatoes getting thrown at them. Miz and Mrs. is a pretty funny show. Let me tell you something. Let me interrupt. Miz and Mrs. Miz and Maurice were celebrating their 6-year wedding anniversary, which I think was really cool. But they, Marshall was acting like a teenager, spending all the money, and then Miz is going, I'm cutting your credit cards off. Fine, I'll find a job. And then George Pizanin is like, well, I'll help her out. I'll get her a job with me. I'm like, oh, Lord, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I'm like, George Pizanin and Marjo working together. I was like, that's a recipe for a bad idea, And it's the funniest show. Miz and Mrs. You got to watch. It's pretty funny, though. Maybe a reality show, but, I'm not big into reality shows, but this show was pretty funny. And so Maurice decided, well, I'm going to give Mike something. It has a big billboard that says world's greatest father, right? And so, but Mrs. says, I got to do something big for Maurice. He tried to give her like a plaque, like an acre of land on Mars. I'm like, why you want to give her that, I thought that was pretty funny. And so, anyways, so he says, well, I'm going to go to Ryan Cabrera. And Ryan Cabrera is now a singer who is now one of Mrs. good friends. Not only that, he's dating and engaged to Alexa Bliss, mind you, in real life, which I think was really cool. So he said, well, I'm going to go to Ryan Cabrera to help me out. So, anyways, and then he goes, and he's talking to them about it. So I want to give him something. So she gave me, you got to see the billboard. And they said, yeah, we want to see the billboard, right? And then almost on the billboard, I was like, what do you think, guys? He wasn't looking at the billboard. And he says, are you sure you want to look at the billboard? It says, world's greatest farter. I started laughing. World's greatest farter. Who did that? That's why I had to tweet at Miz. I said, you guys find out who sabotaged your sign? I'm like, oh, my world's greatest farter. Who would do that? Who would freaking do that? I was like, I think Marjo must have something to do with it or something like that. And world's greatest farter. I'm like, it's so. I was like, it wasn't me though. It wasn't me. Just to let you know, I thought it was pretty funny at first, but then Miz like, and then everybody's honking the horn, and Ryan Cabrera and Alexa Bliss going, that's him right there. Oh, it's the funniest thing in the world. So Miz took Maurice out to a special, I think, one of those hibachi restaurants there when the cooks don't do the flipping and all that. And he said, well, sorry, we couldn't give you a table. So, anyways, another couple was sitting there and they're watching the cook do the flips and all that and all that. So Miz goes, I'm going to sing a song for you. And he started rapping and singing like, good Lord. And I'm like, good Lord. I think all that performing that Miz and Morrison did, and Miz probably picked up a little, Ryan Cabrera was helping him out. It was the funniest thing in the world. And but Maurice loved it, and it was really sweet. And the other couple was clapping, and the other couple was like, I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, Miz and Morrison. Well, the Miz, he's quite the character. And then the whole Marjo thing didn't work out with George Mizan, and then Miz and Maurice says, listen, you took our how about you be a nanny for our kids, help us out? And so Marjo decided to take that job, and they gave her a little car, a little car, It's funny. I'm like, and Marshall probably watched Alice back in the days and kiss my grits and take this job and shove it and flip George. Marshall is probably what made that show. I love Marshall's hilarious. I want to see Marshall involved in a wrestling storyline with the Miz. I can see Marshall just telling off some of the superstars. It'll be hilarious. I like Marshall. He's funny. Marshall is the French version of Mae Young. Let's put that. Only the difference is Mae Young was willing to go through tables and get powerbombed to the tables and take hits and all that good stuff. What I think I'm talking about attitude wise. That's what Marshall reminds me of. Mae Young, the attitude that Marshall brought on that show reminds me much of Mae Young. Let me tell you. It was great. And then at the end, Miz gave a billboard for Maurice and had the whole entire family. It's just for an awesome wife. So that was really cool of the Miz to do that. It was really awesome. And you gotta like the Miz. Miz is really cool though. Hate on him all you want. Miz brought a lot of entertainment to the show. Maybe it just shows a different side of the Miz. So talk about a little about Miz and Mrs. too. That's really awesome. Hope they renew for a third season. It'd be really cool. Anyways, let's go back to the Raw. John Morrison went one-on-one with Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy, which Damian Priest, it was a great matchup, but Damian Priest did win in the end. And Damian Priest was 6'5", about 265, a little bit, and guy can move. So Sonya Deville was walking backstage, and Adam Pearce was really ticked off. At this point, he says, "We got to work together." And then Sonya Deville goes, "You're right. We got to work together in this." So, I mean, to me personally, I have to agree with Adam Pearce at this point. Sonya Deville's going over bounds, when it comes to Charlotte Flair. But then we come back from commercial break, and we have a newcomer to Monday Night Raw, Mansoor, after the NXT standout from Saudi Arabia, and also he was a standout in 205 Live with a 49-0 record, has signed on with Monday Night Raw. So Mansoor, and then Sheamus interrupted them and said, "Hey, we'll see you out there." And then Mansoor took that opportunity. So more on that match. So I was kind of shocked. So Mansoor out of the frying pan to the fire, son. Caleb Braxton once again interviewed MVP about the matchup again, and he said that Bobby Lashley will still remain champion. Then Lucha House Party, the team of Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, which now it's down to 2 since Kalisto has been released, took on the former Hurt Business Championship partner of Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. And then Lucha House Party did pick up the victory. That prompted Cedric Alexander to get the microphone and was really ticked at Shelton Benjamin, because this is the reason why Hurt Business kicked us out by MVP and Lashley. And he says, as far as this team is concerned, we're done. He walked out. So Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander split up. And I'm like, well, I think Benjamin and Alexander are going to have a rivalry. And Angel Garza about to deliver a rose, possibly to Nia Jax, until Gulak said, "Hey, about you and me tonight." That's fine. But then he said, "I'm going to shove this rose up your rear end." He said the other word, but I'm trying to keep things clean here on YouTube. So, anyways, Caleb Braxton interviewed Shelton Benjamin about what happened out there, the harsh words. He says, "You know what? I've done things on my own. And you know what? Cedric Alexander's going to learn a lesson in respect." And he said, "We'll go our separate ways." Angel Garza, Drew Gulak, a battle of former Cruiserweight champs and 24/7 champions. Heck of a matchup. Angel Garza won it with the wing clipper at the end, and then he grabbed the rose and put it up. Drew Gulak's fucking, he was a man of his word. I'm like, oh boy. And then Matt Riddle was talking to the Viking Raiders and Randy Orton. The first, he looked at the Viking Raiders. "Dude, you see the NFL draft? Who for the Vikings and the Raiders?" I'm like, Riddle, I don't think that's what the case is. We're Vikings who raid. In fact, Eric Rose says, "I'm a Browns fan." I'm sure Vic Joseph and Johnny Gargano are happy about that, and Ryan Popola too. And I think Hanson is a Patriots fan. I think it's Hanson, a.k.a. Ivar, who's a Patriots fan because he's from Massachusetts. He says, I'm a peach. Well, he's afraid to say that because they booed him out of the building. Anyways, so I think, so I'm like Matt Riddle. They're not Viking and Raiders fans, you dingus. I get to admit, Matt Riddle is a pretty funny dude. And then Orton did. He talked to Orton. Orton says, "Keep your mouth shut. Let's just do this." And they had a matchup against Elias and Riker, and that match happened. And Riddle and Orton, 2-0. RK Bros are 2-0. RK Bro, 2-0. That's all I can say about that. And then Caleb Braxton wants to. Caleb Braxton, woman and working. I don't know what happened to Sharon Schreiber. Hopefully she's okay. Caleb Braxton interviewed Drew McIntyre, and then Strowman interrupts him. He says, I understand, but I'm going to walk out with the championship on WrestleMania Backlash. He was determined. And then Sheamus went one-on-one with the debuting Mansoor. Sheamus won by disqualification because Humberto Carrillo attacked Sheamus. And I'll tell you one thing right now. Humberto Carrillo wants to be the United States champion, and he's ticked off at Sheamus. Sheamus should know this by now. I got a target on your back. You know what I mean? So there's that. Alexa's Playground with Alexa Bliss and her doll Lily, which I am just so anyways, so I am just totally amazed about so it's something to behold. So that United States title could be logjam with newcomers trying to go after that title. This could be a good thing. New rivalries, new fresh rivalries. You know, I don't know when a superstar shakeup is going to come. I think that's what's needed around here, a superstar shakeup. And I know it's been tough to have one because of the pandemic. All the fans got to remember that the pandemic has really, really limited the WWE, kind of handcuffed the WWE a little bit, and that could be one of the reasons why it has not been, Raw has not been the, premier, ratings have not gone up. The only brand in the WWE doing very, very well is NXT. So, and the pandemic has handcuffed a lot of situations, especially NXT UK overseas. You got to understand and realize this. This is, listen, I wish things would change and things would be different. But unfortunately, that's the way it is right now. I know we're starting loosening up CDC recommendations all over the country, something like that. But we got to be patient, folks. We got to be patient with the WWE. It's really tough right now. What the WWE is doing the best it can, and it's tough for them to release some of the biggest talent ever. Yeah, a lot of people are not very happy that the Iconics, Mickey James and Chelsea Green are gone, and replace that with Eva Marie. So that's something to we got to be aware of and be careful of. And let's see, where was I? I'm getting lost here. All right, so Alexa Bliss has got her eye on somebody. We don't know who that individual is, and so does Lily. We'll find out sooner or later. The women's tag team titles was on the line. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler against the Ravishing Glow team of Lana and Naomi. And why did I put Lana and Naomi as the winners? They didn't win that matchup. It was Jax and Baszler. I probably made a mistake. No, Jackson Baszler. Because Reginald decided to interfere. Who's messaging me now? I'm trying to do yeah. Give me a second here, folks. Sorry about that. People get to be so rude sometimes. So, yeah, thanks to Reginald, Jackson Baszler won the matchup. I think they're going to set up a matchup between them and Natalya and Tamina. I think Natalya and Tamina they're due to win the titles. And I love to see Naomi and Lana win, especially for Lana after she won all that crap against Nia Jax in the last months of 2020, going through a table 9 times. So they're about to get ready for the main event. Lashley versus Strowman, a non-title matchup. Lashley and MVP cut a pre-match promo on Strowman with Caleb Braxton. interviewing them. Then Lashley and Strowman, and Lashley did win the matchup, but McIntyre shows up during the matchup. But then McIntyre hit Claymores on Lashley and Strowman, and next week Lashley goes one-on-one with McIntyre in a WrestleMania rematch. So and that's probably what, the final week before WrestleMania Backlash. So that's even crazy, to say the least. So anyway, so that's the way it is right now. So we got 2 title matches happening in triple threats. We don't know what the other matches are going to be. We will find out sooner or later, and the whole Backlash card. And if once we get that going, I will give you the rundown of that. So tonight's NXT, another big match with title implications. The street fight match for the Women's Tag Team Championship on NXT. Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon defending it against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell of the Way. It seems like Indy Hartwell's kind of conflicted between herself and Dexter Lumis, and I think she's finally snapped out of it and said, hey, the Way over everything. And probably Lumis is playing mind games with, I don't know. Dexter Lumis still wants a shot at the NXT North American Championship, but after his loss to LA Knight, it's like LA Knight's trying to step up to the plate. But right now, Johnny Gargano's got Bronson Reed in his crosshairs as well. So we'll see what happens tonight. Finn Balor will make a return. He'll first time back since losing the NXT Championship to Karrion Kross. And he's like, Pete Dunne says he's not afraid of Karrion Kross. And it's like Scarlett answered him in a tweet. So will be Pete Dunne and Karrion Kross? That'd be an interesting matchup. Another matchup, too, that I'm interested in and looking forward to seeing tonight. Even though I'm going to be at band rehearsal, I missed the first 40 minutes. And they have a website that always, has that. And I can watch the first 40 minutes because I don't have to necessarily miss anything. The Grizzled Young Veterans, team of Zach Gibson and James Drake, go up against the team of Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. That's going to be a heck of a brawl. I can guarantee that match is going to steal the show tonight, and that's going to be a heck of a matchup. So you're talking about a lot of matchups with title implications, of course. Who's going to face MSK next for those tag team titles? We know they got Legado del Fantasma in their crosshairs, as well as Kushida's got Santos Escobar in his crosshairs too, as Kushida is the new Cruiserweight champion. So a lot of opportunities with Mansoor going up to Monday Night Raw. It looks like the Cruiserweight division will now be open once again. And I can't personally wait to see what Mansoor can do. And I hope Mansoor can make a lot of history. And I like Mansoor. Really cool dude. So, as you know, here's one more thing before we close. Office Max here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. I'm in New Bedford, obviously. Is closing. For all my local friends out there, you want to go get some stuff. I got a notebook, a ruler, and some pens right here because this notebook will be operating as my Big League Slugger baseball. Son of a biscuit. Turkey. Give me a second here, folks. And, I shot that and I missed. There we go. So, let's see. So you got a ruler. Everything's on sale. Got a ruler and some pens. So, Uniball pens. Uniball pens. That's all I got, and that will be acting as my Big League Slugger baseball roster changes and whatnot. What's going to go on? Transactions for my PlayStation 1 game. I'm throwing that away. But, yeah, in 12 days, Office Max is closing. So, if people rarely go in there anymore. So, and I'm surprised it's been standing as long as it is. So, when did I'm going to find out when the Dartmouth Town Center actually opened up, because I know that place has changed a lot and helped them all out in business-wise and all the stores and everything else. So, and my aunt used to work there, at Office Max. So, if you need stuff, go pick one up. And kind of looking forward to like I said, I'm going to have rosters. As you know, Big League Slugger Baseball for the PlayStation 1. I got the South Coast Festival Cup Championship. Dartmouth Dragons will defend that title against the Freetown Knights on my PlayStation 1. Hope and look forward to that. I know Anthony Hardy, my good friend, the captain, always looks forward to that. But the Brody Lee Memorial Tournament, I'm going to try to work out some things and work out some kinks and everything else. And so once I get that going, It'll be a single. It'll be a tournament. 8 teams are gonna go at it, and the 2 final teams will go at it one time, and to decide who will be the first ever Brody Lee Memorial Cup champions of 2001. Right. All it is baseball teams that were considered full of wrestlers. You know, I got Team Raw, Team SmackDown, Team NXT, Impact's got a team, the Ring of Honor's got a team, the NWA's got a team, the AEW's got a team, and I'm gonna have a team of alumni, and I think ones of legends and Hall of Famers. But it's really difficult to put some that are already passed on and not with us, so I'm gonna put more alumni in there. I don't know. Put female alumni and then male alumni. That could be a great idea. That'd be something. That could be something, and then have a. And I got a few good ideas then. Oh boy, I'm excited. All right, I've gone long enough. So episode 197 of WEML TV channel 77 has been complete. Hope you guys tune in. Hope you guys like this episode. If you like the episode and many episodes before you, please subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Give some of these videos a thumbs up. Ring the bell for more notifications on this and any other future videos that I will be making. Okay. As you know, there'll be a Saturday Superstar K double header this coming Saturday, because I didn't do one this past Saturday because of everything going on. So I hope you guys tune in and have a lot of fun with it. Okay. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'm hoping you guys, hope you guys just have a good day, and I'll see you in the next episode, 198. Remember, we're almost near 200 episodes. I'll see you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Eric saying, bless out.